Good morning, everybody. It's Roxanne. I'm at home here in Arizona. How are you guys doing this morning? It is Wednesday, October the 9th. Um, it's still really, really warm here in the triple digits, but been thinking about that. And these triple digits are disgusting, especially in October. But there are people with a lot worse going on back east there in Florida, North Carolina, Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee, all of them, with all the bad weather and the hurricanes and stuff. So my thoughts and prayers are out to all of you guys, and please be safe. You know, take care of yourselves, evacuate, whatever you need to do. But I'm thinking about you, and it's. I guess I'd rather be here in 110 degrees than dealing with flooding. So I'm going to be grateful. I'm going to try to do what Paul said in the Bible and learn to be content in whatever situation I'm in. So, Lord, help me be content, and please watch over all of those that are being affected by this hurricane. It's terrible. So, anyways, guys, I don't know if you can tell by my voice, but I have managed to catch a little bit of a viral infection that's going around here. I thought I had allergies. Excuse me a minute. I thought I had allergies. I was sneezing a whole bunch. And then I started getting all stuffed up, and I thought, oh, it's my sinuses. And then over the weekend, it got worse. And I took a COVID test because I didn't want to go to church and serve donuts and do all that if I had COVID. And that came out negative. Am I allowed to say that word on YouTube? I just did. I don't know if they're going to flag me for that. Anyways, the test came back negative. So I knew I was okay. Monday, I had to be home here because they were putting the carpets in, so I didn't do anything. And then yesterday, I ended up going to the urgent care. And I went in there and told her, how I've been feeling, that my throat is itchy and all of that. And she checked my sinuses. They weren't tender. I'm not running a fever. And she said there's just a viral infection that's been going around. Everybody's getting it. It's lingering for 3 to 4 weeks, unfortunately. And there's not really much they can do but give you like sinus medicine or allergy medicine, really. And stuff to help dry out your nose, some nasal steroid. And she said, just keep taking the Tylenol Sinus and the NyQuil, and if it gets worse, come back. So that's what I'm doing. So today, instead of going out and doing anything, I am just going to sit here and rest. I still have a ton of boxes that I need to unpack from, when I boxed up the bedrooms to get the carpets put in. And I need to go through all those and stuff. And if I get some energy later today, I will. But I have like maybe 10%, 20% of the energy I used to have. So I'm wiped out. I'm tired. So I'm just going to take it easy today. But I have had the taste lately for some good Mexican pinto beans and Mexican rice. My mother-in-law, she used to make the best beans, and my husband's family called it sopa. And the pinto beans were always perfect. The sopa was a combination of Mexican rice and fideo, and kind of in a little bit of like a soupy type thing. I guess that's why they called it sopa. Anyway, so I've been craving that. and I don't never learned how to make her stuff. So I've been watching some YouTube videos and reading some recipes and stuff like that on how to make beans and Mexican rice. So I went ahead and I made some beans, get some beans started. Um, and then later today, I'm going to make some rice. I have some tortillas. I didn't home make them because I don't know how to do that, but I do have some low carb tortillas. So I'll use those. But I'm going to put in the video here. I'm not a cooking channel, but so, and I don't know if these beans are going to turn out. But I'm going to put in a video here of how I started them this morning. So you can see that. And then as the day progresses, when I get ready to make the sopa, I'll show you that. And we'll see how things turn out today. But I just have had a craving. And guys, this is really, really good. I mean, a meal like this is very inexpensive. And I've been trying to like stock up on stuff with my preps, lots of rice, lots of beans, dried beans, canned beans, stuff. But I'm stocking up on things that I like. I'm not just stocking up on stuff just to stock up on stuff. I'm trying to do my preps, build them up a little bit so that there's stuff that I like. I've gotten some soup, and I know it's going to sound really bad, but like the Chef Boyardee ravioli. I don't know why, I still like that stuff. So, stuff like that I know that if something happens, God forbid, that I've got extra food on hand. I've got a couple extra cases of bottled water. I use the water out of my fridge because it's filtered, but I've got some bottled water now just in case. And the other thing I did is after I went to urgent care yesterday, I went to Walmart and I picked up in the camping section just a 1 burner butane stove. So it's just the 1 burner, comes in a little carry case thing, and I picked up a couple cans of butane. It says that the 1 can will last about an hour and a half, which I won't need that much for cooking 1 meal, so it should last me for a few meals. I might pick up a few more couple cans of butane, but I'm struggling with knowing how to store them with our heat here in Arizona. I don't really know how to store them very well, so I need to do a little bit more research on that. But I'm just trying to get my emergency preps in order because you never know. Everything in my house except for the water heater is electric. So if the grid goes down, I don't have any way to cook or anything like that. I also bought a solar, just a little portable solar fan, so I can charge it out in the sunshine, because one thing we do have is lots of sunshine. I have some solar lanterns. Let me show you that. Hold on. So I bought these lanterns. They came in a set of 4, and I got them on Amazon quite a while ago. But it's got the little solar panel here, and it's got little magnets here if you have something to put it up on. They're for like if you're out camping. It also has a hook on the bottom, if you can see that right there. So you can pull that out and hang it, or you can just set it on your tabletop, which is what I do. But you pull these up and it lights up. And it lets off a good amount of light. So I've got 4 of these. So I've got my emergency lights. Plus, this also helps me save money on, electric bills and stuff like that. So because I don't always have to use my overhead lights as much, I can use those in my room at night or whatever. So it's helpful for that kind of stuff. So anyway, so I've got that, getting those preps ready, just having a few little things. But anyways, as far as saving money, going back to the meal, it's a very inexpensive meal. It's filling, and hopefully I could make it at least close to what my mother-in-law used to make. Like I said, hers were so good, and I don't know how to do that, but all right. I'm going to put in the videos here on the food, and I'll talk to you guys later on in the day. Okay? Bye for now. Okay, so my beans have been soaking overnight. I put in a cup of beans, and then I let them soak overnight. I just drain them and check for rocks. So I'm gonna put them in the crock pot. And then the recipe that I saw called for 8 cups of chicken broth, but I don't think I have quite as many beans as what was in that recipe. So I think I'm going to add, this is 4 cups in here. So I think I'll add like 6 to start with, and then I can always check it later and add more if I need to. Then I'm also going to add a little bit of diced green chilies just to get a little bit of chili flavor into it. And then garlic salt. Some ground cumin. That doesn't come out too easy. I don't know how much. I'll try that for now. And then I'm going to put in chopped onions because I don't have like any real onions because I don't really care for them, but I do want the onion flavor, so I'll put in chopped onions. All right, and then I'm going to turn this on low, and I'm going to set the timer for 5 hours. And I'll check it in between and see how things are going, if I need to add any more water or any more of the spices. All right, see you in a little bit, guys. Okay, my beans are almost done. So I'm going to start working now on the rice. So I'm melting some butter in here because you have to brown the rice and the fideo and get it like a golden brown. So I'm doing a half a cup of rice, and then I'm going to do a half a cup of the fideo. It's basically just this American Beauty, they call it cut fideo. It's just basically a little small little like angel hair pasta cut up like this. So I'm going to do a half a cup of that as well, so that it all gets together. And then you brown that all to a nice golden brown. So let's get that in here. I'm going to start with the rice first because that takes a little bit longer to brown up. So start doing that. And I'll speed this up a little bit so that you guys don't have to watch this in real time. While that's browning, got some hot water. So you do 1 to 2 ratio on the water for the rice. So since I only did a half a cup of rice and a half a cup of the fideo, I just went ahead and did 2 cups of water. And that should leave it also where it's a little more soupy, which is the way that I like it, real soft and a little bit of soupiness to it. So I guess, like I said, that's why they call it sopa, because it's kind of soup. All right, so let me get this browned up and I'll be back in a minute. starting to get there. Also wanted to show you guys the beans. They're looking really good. A lot of juice in there. The beans are nice and tender. I did taste them. They tasted good. So what I'm probably going to do is go ahead and just smash up a few of them to kind of add it back in so that it's, it just kind of makes it not quite as watery. All right, I'll be back. Okay, so we've got the fideo and rice nice and brown. It's all cooked up nice and brown, so I'm going to go ahead and add in my water. And then for the seasonings, we're going to put in a teaspoon of the caldo de tomato. Sorry, I didn't use a good accent with that, but we're going to do a teaspoon of that. I'm going to put in some minced garlic. Just about a teaspoon of that. And then some cumin. I figured out why it wasn't coming out, because you got to squeeze the little jar. And a little bit of the chopped onions. Oops. Put those in there. All right, and then the last thing is I did not have any small cans of tomato sauce, so I'm using my big one, and then I'll just freeze what's left. But you want to use just like a half of a small can, because you've got this other stuff in there, so you don't really need to use like a whole can of tomato sauce. So you put that all in there, you bring it back to a boil, and then you turn it on low and let it cook until the rice is cooked up. So it's boiling. I'm going to turn it down and cover it. Find the right lid. All right, and I'll be back when it's ready. Okay, I think the rice is done. Look at how pretty that looks, you guys. And it smells even better. See, it's nice and moist. And you've got the rice and the fideo in there. So I am going to scoop up some rice, some sopa, and then I'm going to go over here. Okay, I realized that the TV was on too high in the background, so I'm doing voiceover here. So I'm getting in some of the beans to add to the rice, and then we'll do a good taste test on this one. You guys, I think this turned out really exceptionally well. So let me just show you guys what it looked like. Alright guys, so I've got my beans and rice. Looks really nice and soupy. Very hot. Let's try this. Perfect. Oh, that's so good. That's going to be really good today, especially with me not feeling good. Perfect comfort food. So I'm going to sit down and finish that up and just do some more crochet today. It's really all I've been doing. I just, like I said earlier, I don't have the energy to do much else today. I know I still need to unbox and clean and stuff, but I'm just dragging. So you guys have a wonderful day. God bless you all. And I will talk to you on the next one. Okay, this is Roxanne at home here in Arizona. God bless everybody.